I'm the one and only JMatt. This is the JMatt Show. We back for another reaction. Let's go.
Straight over. Smokehouse Beats.
All right, so we gonna check out this video with Andrew Shulz. I got hip to him from The Brilliant Idiots with Charlemagne. Pretty funny show. I like it. Sometimes though, sometimes. But this title is Mask On or Mask Off. And with everything going on right now, especially with the riots going on downtown, I call them big ass Corona crowds, because that's basically what it is. If the Rona is real, everybody down there should be really concerned, and somebody's gonna get the Rona. But I feel like it's about to be a whole lot of mask shaming going on. The sentiments I'm feeling online is everybody is like taking sides. It's almost like Republican, Democrat type shit. Mask on, mask off. What side you on? And people that like to wear the mask be looking at the people funny when that don't got masks on. I'm a don't got the mask on dude. So people be looking at me funny, and I don't really care. It should just be a choice thing. So I'm curious to see what he got to say. And I know it's going to be a funny spin to it because he's a funny guy. Let me make sure I turn this shit up.
Masks, to wear or not to wear? That is the question. First of all, how did we even get into this mess? Well, in April, Fauci came out of his Keebler Elf house and he said this.
People should not be walking around with masks. You're sure of it? Because
he do look like the Keebler Elf.
Closely to them, right?
Let's run that back. He threw me off with the Keebler Elf because he do look like him. But did he just say people should not wear masks? Let's run this back one time. That's a great graphic right there.
And he said this.
People should not be walking around with masks. You're sure of it? Because people are listening really closely to them. Right now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask.
Then a few weeks later, he says the N95 mask is the only one that works. Then he says use a shirt. And then he said, fuck it, join a gang. So obviously, we're confused. What happens when people are confused? You pick a side and lean in. My Mexican friend Brendan Schaub, he says he's not Mexican, but who knows that many people with a food truck, he said this.
You know how big of a bitch you have to be watching traditional news to be like, if I'm going to walk outside, I better put on a mask. Fuck, dude. People are sheep, man.
That's exactly how I feel. Complete frustration right now. Just because they tell you to. Forget all the scientific facts. Forget everything that you know. Forget everything about how you feeling. Man.
Because they're forcing me to get my goddamn 10-speed coffee. Outside that, you won't see me with a mask.
As you can see, Brendan is very anti-mask, which is shocking me because if he gets the Chinese flu, this will be the second big country to knock him out. But I get the sentiment. I don't want the government infringing on my freedom and people blindly going along with it. And even if you do get the virus, you have a 99% chance of living. And I'll take that risk. Nothing in life is 100%, not even death.
He said 99% chance of living. Now, if that stat is real and not a joke, then everybody needs to chill the fuck out. He said you have a 99% chance of living. If that's a real stat, which I'm going to assume it's not, because if that was a real stat, I don't think we would be, I would hope people wouldn't be tripping like this. That's crazy.
Came back, Jon Snow came back, even Brendan Schaub came back. Now, on the other side, my buddy Neil Brennan, who looks like an injured bird, is adamant about wearing a mask. And I get that too.
Wait a second. He said Neil Brennan like an injured bird. Man, he wildin'.
Came back. Now, on the other side, my buddy Neil Brennan, who looks like an injured bird, is adamant about wearing a mask. And I get that too. Let's be honest. If Neil gets it, he's going to die. Look at him.
Damn.
He's got the immune system of the Dallas Buyers Club.
Holy
but
shit.
He's also right. Wearing the proper face protection has got to help. And then my buddy Tim Dillon says this.
Watch George H.W. Bush's funeral and watch the demons. They have soft skin, the skin that comes from eating the pineal gland of children.
Also an interesting point. Now, we all just
put it out
know,
there, why don't
do
you?
the masks work? And if you think about it, the question doesn't even make sense. It's like saying, do condoms work? Sure, they work. If you wear a new condom and put it on right and don't touch it, it's gonna work.
Facts.
If you wear a new N95 mask and put it on right and don't touch it, it will work too. Here's the problem. Most of us don't do that. Most people don't even have an N95 mask. They
I
have an
don't.
old surgical mask or a bandana they haven't washed. And that's basically like reusing a condom 4 days in a row, which I do because I care about the environment.
Man, I just love the fact that he's pointing out the simple shit about why this is all pretty much ridiculous at this point. Like simple shit. Like I took a picture on my Instagram of a freaking DoorDash driver coming into a restaurant. He looked filthy, first off. But I don't discriminate. You could be dirty sometimes, I guess, as long as you're not delivering my food. This dude had a welder's mask on, you know, the shit that just comes straight down like this. And that's it. Back to the video.
Now you're probably thinking wearing something is better than nothing. And you're right. And wearing a church sock over your dick, or as priests call it, a condom, is probably better than nothing too. But chances are you're catching that Holy Ghost. Look, the studies show that masks in the best circumstances decrease infection by 75%. And that's great. But we're not in the best circumstances. We're not hamsters in a cage. We're wearing dirty masks. We're touching our face more than Joe Biden touches kids.
Oh,
We're
my.
dumb humans who remove our life-saving devices so we don't have to type our passcode in front of our girlfriends. As of now, it's hard to know if an unwashed bandana is doing anything at all.
What a collection
It could be
plate.
doing more harm. The reality is the science we're citing isn't supporting our behavior. So stop walking around like you're fucking Marie Curie. Additionally, distrusting the government is valid. They've been flip-flopping a lot. They flip-flopped about masks. They flip-flopped about when the country would reopen. They flip-flopped about banning all Muslims, yet my Uber still smells like falafel. Government overreach is not some incel conspiracy theory. This is the same government that has done crazy shit in the past, like implementing stop and frisk, tapping our phone calls, putting Japanese people in internment camps, and letting women vote. Benjamin Franklin even said, slaves save you money. And he also said, it is the first responsibility of every citizen to question authority, which I agree with.
Man, this dude spits so many facts right now, so fast and funny. Like, I don't know where to begin. Like, that quote with Benjamin Franklin, that went above, not above, but on the same level as so many other quotes, man. Just listen to what these people say. I was just literally thinking this. I'm like, man, Hillary Clinton, when she was running, she said literally, I got a private agenda and a public agenda. Fam. She literally said, I'm going to tell y'all what y'all need to know and hear from me in order for me to get elected to office. But my private shit, that's just for me. None of your business. This dude spit facts, man. Go in, Andrew.
But do we really think the government is forcing us to wear masks so that they can flex their authority? No. It's just a bunch of bitch-ass politicians trying to get reelected by keeping you alive. Here's the truth. This really isn't about masks. It's about our own virtues. No matter what side you're on, we're all virtue signaling. If you're wearing a mask and shaming people that don't, you're just virtue signaling how much you care about other people. And if you're at a protest without a mask, you're just virtue signaling how much you reject government overreach. And guess what? They're both important virtues. We're all just trying to get acceptance from our immediate community. And in my case, that's skateboarding lesbians. And we can throw stones and shame motherfuckers for having different moral hierarchies, or we can take a step back and recognize that both sides of the aisle are offering important values which need to be considered. And that's what makes America dope. We have protected freedom of speech that allows both sides to propose arguments, and this constant pushing and pulling is what carefully moves our society forward. You don't get progress by negotiating with yourself. You get progress by negotiating with your rivals. So here's the deal. If you cross the street when you see me not wearing a mask, one, I know how black people feel, and two, you're fucking annoying. And if you're out at a protest calling everyone that wears a mask a pussy, one, you need a friend, and two, you're also fucking annoying. So how about we do this? Let's be open-minded and skeptical.
Definitely all this shit is annoying.
And conservative. And if you're watching this, you're probably not old, so who cares? Go call your grandma. Tell her you're going to miss her. All right, guys. Peace.
Drops mic, walks off stage, man. I don't have nothing else to add to that, man. Y'all do your homework, man. Don't be sheeple. It's too easy. Think. JMatt Show.